Hi everybody, and welcome to the Tree of Life Astrology and Tarot. My name is Debbie Cassidy, and I am here to give you your forecast for the week beginning December 19th. First of all, before I get started with my forecast, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and I hope all of you have a very safe and happy holiday this coming week. So we are in for some very good energies this week, and there's quite a bit actually going on. The very first thing that we have going on, major thing, is December 19th, which will be tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday, the day before. We have good old Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn. Mercury, that communication planet, our information planet, going retrograde in Capricorn just means that our communication, our ideas, the way we think is going to become just a little more difficult until about January 8th. Actually a little beyond that, as there's also a shadow period with Mercury, usually a week before, and a week after it starts to go direct. You'll finally start to feel some of these energies wane or start to wear off. So practical matters may need to be revised or reviewed. I know a lot of you hear about Mercury retrogrades, a lot of mishaps going on, miscommunications, misunderstandings, and yes, that all can be true. However, you can also use these energies of Mercury retrograde to your advantage. The biggest advantage is anyone you have met from the past, or maybe someone from the past, may come into your sights at this point. It's all about reflecting on the past to possibly review and revise and maybe redo some of our ideas that we have for the future. And this is a good energy for that. This is in fact our fourth Mercury retrograde for the year. What a great way to end 2016. And this is kind of the time of the year, besides the holidays, where we start to slow down and reflect anyway. So I see this as a perfect opportunity to slow down a bit. Don't be as hasty to make decisions. Whatever you do, don't go out and buy big expensive objects like electronics, that sort of thing, a car. You may find later that it could be a lemon. You may find later that the contract you signed to buy a new car, something's wrong with it. Just not a real good time to be making those big, expensive decisions. Give it a chance to go back direct and wait until after the 8th of January. Wait a little bit longer after that if you possibly can. The energies of a Mercury retrograde will probably be completely out of our sights by the end of January. So if you can possibly hold off on some of those big decisions, those big expenditures, then there you go. That's my advice. Now, another cool thing with a Mercury retrograde is if you happen to meet someone from your past, possibly from a past relationship, this may be a good time to go for it and try it again. Those are just good energies for that sort of thing. We also have dearest Mars, our fiery planet, motivational planet, wanting to reach those goals, moving from Aquarius, all about the future, thinking out of the box, and moving into Pisces. Now, Mars is not real thrilled to be in Pisces. Mars is a fiery planet. Pisces is water, and we all know what happens if you throw a fireball into a pool of water. Doesn't like it very much. Sorry about that. Dropped my notes. So while it's sitting in Pisces, fire meeting water, goal-oriented basically meets the spiritual and the hidden. We will be focusing more on our fears and our weaknesses. Long-held beliefs that no longer serve you can now be released. This is a good time to let those kinds of things go. Try to find some time alone for yourself. Again, with Mercury retrograde at the same time, it's just a good idea to find some time alone, try to reflect, review. It's a good time to be making decisions without actually acting on them. Pisces is such a watery, mutable type of sign, and while Mars is sitting there, some of your gumption, your energy, your goal-oriented ways of wanting to do things are going to get a little watery. It's going to be almost like you're trying to walk in water to accomplish some of your goals. So it's probably best to just slow it down a little bit, go with the energy, go with the flow, just slow down for right now. That's kind of where the energies are headed for a little while, at least for the next 5 to 6 weeks. And it's a good time anyway while Mercury is retrograde, just to calm it down a little bit. It's all about reviewing, rehashing, resetting your plans, doing lots of thinking, lots of thought. And that's a good thing for all of us to be doing anyway, just before we go into our new year in 2017. So those energies are going to carry right on through for the next 6 weeks while we have Mercury going retrograde and Mars in Pisces. By the end of January, you're going to start to feel some of this walking in water type of energy start to wear off a little bit. So good time to not be so hasty. Now on Wednesday, the 21st, it's pretty much a quiet day as the moon starts to go into Virgo. So a lot of your focus is going to be on the details. It's a very practical day for getting things done. So finish wrapping those presents, getting the tree finished, getting those last minute gifts, cleaning the house, and just basically getting ready for the holiday. That's a perfect day for doing that. In fact, both Wednesday and Thursday are good days for that. Now another really cool thing on Wednesday, it's the 21st. It's our winter solstice. Hallelujah. Those long, dark days that we have had just seems like takes forever to get through a day. You're waking up in the morning, it's dark. You're coming home at night, and it's dark. Now we're going to start to increase our days by at least 4 minutes a day after Wednesday. So that's always good news. And the winter solstice, from an astrological point of view, this is always a good time basically to hibernate. And that's something that a lot of us kind of do anyway, is hibernate, recharge our batteries, reflect. As we start to come out of that darker energy and get into the lighter energy, all that reflection is all about recharging our batteries and getting ready for spring. I know I am psyched and so glad that we're finally at this point where we can move forward, increase our daylight. Don't know about you guys, but I'm very much solar powered, and here in the Northwest we don't get a whole lot of that during the winter. So that hibernation, reflection, writing down your ideas, reviewing, especially with Mercury in retrograde, what a perfect time to just be still and recharge and get ready for spring as it starts to move closer and closer to us. All about the renewal. Now on the 22nd, we have the moon moving into Libra. So practical matters will probably have more focus for you, as well as business matters, your personal relationships. You will find that this is also a day where you just seem to feel a little more balanced, which is probably a good thing just before we move into the holidays. Now Friday, on the 23rd, the moon skips out of Libra and goes into Scorpio. And the moon usually stays in a sign for a couple of days, so this isn't an energy that hangs around for long. But while the moon is in Scorpio on Friday, it's going to be kind of intense. You're going to feel some emotional intensity, possibly some drama for the next couple of days. It's all about going within while it's sitting in the Scorpio sign. You may want to spend more on your credit card. You may find you're spending a little bit more for Christmas than you originally intended. So just some internal energies that you may want to watch out for. Friday going into Saturday. Now Saturday, things get really good. We have Saturn, the traditional boundary maker, that's going to be in a fantastic alignment with Uranus, that planet of the unexpected. So the taskmaster and the boundary maker, the traditionalist, will start to meet innovative, liberating, expect the unexpected planet. And this is actually very favorable for us. It's favorable for thinking out of the box, trying new things, making very positive changes, especially from within. Your creativity is going to blossom. You're going to find that these fabulous ideas just start to come to you, and that's what a perfect time to start writing those things down. It's just a really good energy. It's a feel-good energy. And this energy gets even better as we start to go into Christmas Day. This is going to be a fabulous, beautiful day. Not that Christmas Day isn't beautiful and fabulous already, but we've got all the planets agreeing with us on Christmas Day. So it just should be a fantastic day. The reason why is we have Venus in perfect harmony. That planet of love and beauty and harmony is going to be in fantastic aspects with Jupiter, who's, the expansion planet. It's all about abundance, making things bigger. And it's also in a very good aspect with Uranus, that innovative, liberating planet, and Saturn, that traditional, hardworking, all about the establishment planet. So this is going to affect us and probably follow us for the next 2 to 3 weeks, this fabulous energy. And it's just going to mean Christmas Day, it's going to be all about love and joy and connections, trying new things, balancing out the old with the new. It's just a very feel-good energy that we're going to have on Christmas Day. And with this lovely trine, these lovely communications going on between all these planets, it's just going to be a great energy that's just going to follow us right on into 2017. So enjoy on Christmas Day. Now, overall, this coming week is all about your own personal growth and feeling good. And 2016, as we all know, has been a little bit of a difficult year, not only in our personal aspects, but globally as well. While we still have Pluto and Capricorn, some of these deep truths that have been coming to the surface and making themselves known, you're going to see more and more of these truths coming to the surface. And this is just kind of a prelude, this particular week of Christmas. As we start to go into 2017, we're going to start to see some really lucky events coming our way. We're also going to see some very big, expansive events coming our way. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but while we have Saturn speaking with Uranus and all these other planets starting to make some different aspects, I'll start to get into more detail about that as I go into 2017 and our yearly forecast for 2017. Some very interesting energies are going to be coming about over the next 2 to 3 weeks, so just keep your eyes out, keep your head up. So 2016 is basically a 9-year in numerology. 2 plus 1 plus 6 is 9. And a 9-year is all about completion, the ending of a cycle, kind of like winding it down. As we go into 2017, this is a 1 year according to numerology, and in some aspects also in astrology. So this 1 year is all about new beginnings. It's a new cycle for our hopes and our dreams. It's like starting over, clean the slate. So take advantage of those energies to the best of your ability over the next few weeks going into 2017, because we have got all the planets pushing us in that direction to start our new cycle. I'm looking forward to it, and just from looking at all the different signs and all the different aspects that are going to be coming at us during 2017, including a couple of pretty powerful eclipses in 2017, we have some very positive things to look forward to. However, the within that we have been experiencing with Pluto and Capricorn, I'm not saying that we're not going to see more of what we saw in 2016, but what I can tell you is we're going to start to see more of us starting to unify, starting to come together. It's going to become very humanitarian this coming year in 2017. It's all about expansion and growth and new ideas and seeing things differently. We're going to see lots of technological innovation. We're going to see lots of scientific breakthroughs. And I just get excited even talking about it. But I will certainly give you a much better picture with an overall general forecast for 2017, which will be coming out after Christmas. This is going to be a fairly long forecast, so I want to make sure I've got my notes right. I want to make sure I'm delivering this information to you properly, so that you can kind of follow along with me during 2017 as we start to experience all these different aspects and different things going on. Okay, so that's your forecast for the week of Christmas. It's going to be a beautiful week coming up. It gets even better as we get to Christmas Day. I hope that all of you are able to be with family, visit with each other, visit with your friends. The planetary aspects are very favorable for all of that. It's just going to be a beautiful holiday coming up this coming weekend. I wish all of you lots of love and light, a very Merry Christmas, and looking forward to going into 2017 with you. And by all means, if you're interested in your own horoscope or your own forecast based on your birth chart, hit subscribe, like, share these videos, get me out there. And I'll be more than happy to send you your own forecast. Just go to www.treeoflifeastro.com, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at your birth chart and see what's coming up for you in 2017. I can tell you we've got great things to look forward to. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Lots of love and light, and Namaste.